20 here with your live show. We're live 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Of course, I've got Brian Bittler, Rod Zawacki, and Chris Ruffalo all with us for this show, like we do just about every single morning. We've got just 3 games today. We got 1 college football game. We got 2 Major League Baseball games, and probably going to keep the show fairly short today. Got a packed schedule outside of this stuff to get ready for the weekend as well. So going to just keep it right in gear, but let's bring the guys in. I had to mute them because they were just cackling before the show. Anyways, got them. All right, there we go. No cackling. Just, guys, morning. How you doing?
Yeah, it's kind of like a hair salon before the show. We're all
it's like, oh, my God. And it's, for me, it's 4 o'clock in the morning, so it's like I don't want to hear it. So, anyways, yeah, we got so weird. I don't know what happened. I lost one of my things here to make it even worse. But anyways, anyways, we've got 3 games today. Yesterday the Sharps. I don't know. The Sharps are just getting kicked in the balls daily. I mean, that's really what's happening here. If you look at like what's considered sharp action in the books, they're just getting stomped. I mean, just absolutely stomped. And we saw this a few years ago when they jumped on the Cleveland Browns. But, I mean, just an absolute disaster yesterday for them at Louisiana. I mean, I thought Coastal was a layup. I mean, looking at it on paper, Rod didn't give out a pick. He said it was too easy, right? It's too easy.
I said it looked too easy, so then I took the under. Remember, I took the under.
Yeah. I mean, if you watch the games, I just think that a lot of those other things, without the home crowd and without this stuff, a lot of this stuff is going out the window. And Coastal last night, I mean, they were never outside of the number. And they were not only were they never outside of the number, they were never even in jeopardy of being outside of the number. It was just a matter if they were going to win the game or lose the game. It was never like, oh, they might not cover. Or, it wasn't like, it was like either they're going to win or they're going to lose the game outright. That was the only question, really. And it was from start to finish. It was never like, oh man, Coastal's in trouble. They're going to need to rally. No, they put this freshman quarterback in. Just marched right down the field, sliced them up, right? Sliced them up like Swiss cheese. I mean, really, no problemo. And then the running back, they had no answers, ULL, for the running back. And then when they finally decided to stack the line against the running back, then they run the wheel pattern on him. It was like, oh, man. That's when they just finally, I think, they just tapped out. They said, you know what, we'll just have our quarterback try and win this thing for us. Yeah. Anyways, Ryan, it's a new day.
I don't know about that analysis because college football, the totality of the action this year has been sharp. I mean, from what I can tell. I mean, 2011, 65% on my part.
No, I'm talking about in general. Why the Jets, getting slaughtered?
I mean, that's NFL.
You love sharp action. And, I mean, how many times have you taken it up the keister here on the Jets? I mean, more than likely it's going to happen again this weekend, right? So, I mean,
talking about college football, though.
No, I'm talking about in general. Since the COVID,
I would say in general, yes. Definitely.
The Sharps have gotten pasted. They got pasted in the NBA. They got pasted in the NFL. In college football, I think it's been a little bit sharper, but that's really the only sport where it's come in at all. I mean, baseball was chalk city, man. Dodgers minus 200 every night. It was
everything comes back around, I'm sure.
Oh, it does come back around, but so does the world come back around to a normal place. Today Hawaii opens up, so we'll see exactly what happens. I think like I said, college football's been the one outlier, but last night there was no sign that the Sharps had a prayer. It wasn't like, oh, they're gonna win and then cut. They finally get to the lead and they're gonna get a weird bounce and get the cover. They never even got in position to get the weird bounce. I mean, they got slaughtered.
I tell you about the time that the Late Show came on. The drive-through. That line went to about 9.
Oh, I know. I jumped on the money line the other way. I got plus 265 on the other way, and I had
forward to slaughter.
I I had it. So I had the line yesterday. I got it at 7.5 early, right? Then I played it again at 9.5. I bet the money line at 9.5 because it was plus 265. I had to do it, and then I teased it down reverse to just plus 5.5, and I got plus 165 on my money there. It was a banner day. It was a monster day.
I mean, that would have scared me off of betting more money on it. But
well, that's what I do, man. When I hear square money going in that direction, so you think it's sharp money, but like we talked about on the show yesterday, it was absolute square money going on ULL yesterday. It was just there was only one game.
Maybe late, but I mean,
there was only one game. There was only one game.
7.5. It was very. Anyway, we disagree on that. I bet that game. I bet that game every single day of the week in those circumstances.
Watching those two teams play on the field, regardless of what the point spread is, without even looking at the point spread and just looking at those two teams and how they played on the field this year, it was a 3-point game to the home team. Is the way that game handicapped out. When you sat down and handicapped the game, it was a pick-em. And you give 3 points to the home team. And that is exactly where it came out when I handicapped the game. I saw 7.5. I ran to the window to pound it. I don't see where did you handicap this out, the 7.5 points? How did this handicap
even?
How does it even? I just want to know
how
how
it tells you.
Chris, where did you handicap this game? I mean, did you handicap this thing out to 7.5 points for Louisiana Lafayette? I just want to know how you got there. Outside of this line movement thing, which has nothing to do with the game, okay? And the talent, the matchups, the handicapping of the game.
Well, there's other factors.
Right. Well, the game is the factor. The game is the factor.
Who the team played the week prior, who the team has coming up in the next week.
Yeah, and we looked at it.
How many weeks off between the two games? We
looked at it. They all had the same amount of time off because the game was pushed back from Saturday. Chris, where did you have this game at?
I had it at 7.5, and I had Coastal.
No, but I mean, is that where you handicapped the game at to get to the 7.5 bet?
Oh no.
Because I had it at even. And I gave 3 points to the home team.
Yeah, I had it as a coin flip, too.
Yeah, it was a coin flip.
The 7.5 didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Just like I thought that was just.
That's why Rod wouldn't give a pick on it because it was just so outlandish,
Yeah, when it doesn't make sense like that, you go the other way. I mean, 3 times out of 4, you're going to win. But
I don't think so.
All right. Gentlemen's
disagreement. Well, so far 3 of the last 4 I think have gone the other way. The Jets. We lost Rod.
Rod was so uncomfortable that he left.
He was so uncomfortable. It's not uncomfortable. I think this is the productive discussion that needs to happen.
That's fair.
These are the conversations that need to happen.
I mean, the Titans are a good example all day long. People were pounding the Bills. The line dropped a little bit to 3 about an hour, maybe 2 hours before kickoff. You saw how that ended up. Titans dominated the Bills. You can go back to Monday with the Chargers.
Monday with the Chargers. Monday with the Chargers. It was the other way.
Who the hell did the Chargers?
They played the Saints.
Saints. All right. Well, to me, people were on the Saints. This is just a small fraction.
All I heard from the public discussions on Monday was Chargers. That's all I heard. That's all I heard. I heard Chargers. I'm out there.
No, I think Joe Public got the Saints, but
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Well, today's a new day. I'm ready to.
Is Rod back?
Yeah.
He is back.
I love these games. I think we're gonna have a good weekend. Saturday. I love the Friday card.
Well, what do you got today?
Two good. Yeah, today. 2011, 65% college football. Number 1. Last year, number 1 at 58% winners for the entire season. Get my golden ticket tonight, $29.95 or better yet, the 30-day pass. Averages out to $75 a week. Get that $300 at pickdogs.com.
Rod, what do you got going on?
For me today, I got terrific Thursday going. I got 3 bets. I've made 2 plays in the college football game tonight and 1 MLB play. You can get all 3 over at the website. Also, Saturday, I've got going college football game of the year. I love this one game. It's up there. You can get it now. Saturday night, Alabama, Georgia. I got your winner right there.
Yeah, I love that game, too. I was going to make that my game of the year, but I'll pass now. that one seems too easy. Chris, that's the one to me that seems just too easy. You know?
Yeah, for me, I got my platinum platter college football play tonight. You know, it's the one play that I really, really like on the board. I have it ordered for $25 at the website, or still have my prices temporarily lowered on those lower term packages, going back up at the end of the night though. So don't miss out on those.
I just have the college football tonight. That's it. Tomorrow I'll have college football and baseball or whatever, and Saturday college football, Sunday NFL football. But I was looking at the same game as Rod for game of the year, but once again, it just looks too easy, so it makes it a little tough. Anyways, Brian, maybe Brian's mad at me. Mad.
No, he's got to get his kid to school.
I know. I was kidding. I was kidding.
Was like, woo!
I mean, this guy D2 Huncho in the YouTube comments, this guy right here, this guy's the king of I can bet it after the game. I mean, he's just talking about all his bets he made yesterday. It's like, see, ours are all documented. That's why we can talk about them. It's like they're 100% documented. And that's the other thing I wanted to talk about, and I think I'm going to really hit it home in the videos this week and next week and the week after that. And I don't make it crystal clear enough in the videos. And I see this comment in the videos all the time, and people are like, oh, don't address the trolls. It's not really a troll comment. It's something that I guess I don't make this crystal clear because I say it, I don't know, every single video, but I guess I don't say it in a way that's crystal clear enough. So I say, if you're looking for my best bets and best bets from some of the top handicappers in the world today, right? I mean, I could say it in my sleep, right? You can find those over at our website. You go to the main menu, click on the Premium Picks tab, and you'll find my best bets as well as best bets for some of the other top handicappers in the world today, right? I say these are the games that I like the best. These are the ones I'm betting. These are the ones I'm most confident in. So people will look at the free pick videos, and this is the comment that they leave. And I hear this comment all the time, and I even see it in our comments on our live show. It's like, well, how do I know that your premium picks are, when you lose your free picks? Because there's no relationship or relevance to the two. That's why. Because one is my cherry-picked best bets, the ones I like the very best. The other one is just a pick on every game on the card. And the premium, and how do I know? Why don't you give me a free trial? How do I know? You don't need to get a free trial because our records are 100% documented. We don't just say I'm on this run or I've done this or I've done that, whatever. I mean, Brian calls off some crazy, it's not his last 10, it's whatever, his last 13 or whatever. He does that or whatever, but it's like you could still go back and count off his last 13 and see his last 13 picks exactly what they are. And if you have a calculator, you can do that math and come up with that number that he says it is. And, he's not bullshitting on it. He's telling you the truth, I like busting his chops because I think it just sounds a little salesy for me, because I'm never selling, I'm always just doing. And it's just that my style is that, Brian's style is this, it's kind of like whatever, but our picks are 100% documented. 100%, man. You can look at every pick we've ever sold on the website. Any one that we've ever, even if we didn't sell it, the ones that we've had for sale, every single one. You can go back and see if it was a winner or a loser. You can look at people's winning percentage by sport, overall, by week, by month, by any way you want to break it down. We have that available to you. So you don't have to guess. You don't need to try 3 days. People, let me try your picks for free, and if I win, I'll buy it. How about you give us the money, and if we don't win, we'll give you a credit. How's that sound? It's like, because those people, I can tell you, doing this for 15 years, they never buy. And if you're not going to buy, You know, that's fine. Look how much free stuff we have. We've got this show. We've got the drive-through show. We've got 2 websites with picks. We've got 2 YouTube channels with picks. We got tons of free picks. But if you're not going to buy, you're not going to buy. I don't care. You know, the premium is for the people that do that. Other people have it on other sites that they sell it. Originally, I never had a premium area. Never had it. People were like, man, you should sell your picks. I was like, I don't want to sell my picks. People were like, then people started emailing me, what's your best bets? What's your best bets? What's your best, right? And then they said, you should have an area where you put your best bets, and we'll pay you for it. And that's how I started the premium area. I never thought anyone would ever even do it. You know, I had no idea. And then people were like, then I started looking around, and I'm like, wow, these guys are charging, you know, $100 for this stuff, $200. I'm like, well, man, my stuff's worth more than that. And then I also get the emails, right? And it's like I'm kind of off on a tangent here. Well, it's only 3 games, so I'm tangenting. I don't care. I'm not going to apologize for it. And, you know, people can get mad that Mitch is talking, but Mitch is going to talk. It's his show. And basically, I get this email all the time. And Brian you guys probably get these instant messages all the time too, Chris and Brian and Rod. You guys probably get this all the time. Oh, I bought this guy's picks and I'm getting killed. Can you help bail me out? It's like, so it's okay for you to pay this guy for his crappy picks, but my good picks you want for free, even though I charge a fraction of what this guy charges. I mean, how is that fair? I mean, how is that? I mean, I don't walk into Chick-fil-A and say, can I just try the number 1 first? And if I like it, then I'll buy one tomorrow. You know, I don't do that. You know, it's like, so why is it okay, you know, for me, you know, especially, and Chick-fil-A is, you know, what do they give me for free? Ketchup and some wet naps, right? I mean, it's like, it's sure as hell ain't giving me, you know, free picks from, you know, 7 different opinions. Anyways, man, I just felt it necessary to address that, and I probably went a little overboard on it. But anyways, we got Georgia State, UL. Stanley, if you're watching the replay, Stanley will tell you Mitch filibustered until this point, and then whatever. But anyways, Brian, Georgia State and Arkansas State. This one's interesting. Arkansas State had that big win against Kansas State, but then they kind of played like Arkansas State since then. Boy, in that Kansas State game, it looked like they had these big, strong receivers and everything, and even against Memphis, right? But since then, and then Georgia State, it's kind of like it's another one of these things. How about Coastal Carolina being picked for last place in their conference? And the thing is that they mention it in every sentence when they speak. You know, the coach. I love that, man. It's like, you know, they picked us last in the conference. Yes, we showed the graphic. It's like, last. Dead last. It's like, we went to a bowl game last year. It's like, they picked us last. It's like, yeah, and your quarterback play was exceptional. Yes, he played great. He saw that they picked us last in the conference. It's like, anyways, Brian, what do you think here? Georgia State, Arkansas State.
I was going to say what killed UL Lafayette was that interception that they threw, that turnover around the 10-yard, on their own 10-yard line. That was a killer.
Yeah, I mean, they also had no answers defensively. I mean, at the end of the game, it was a tie game with, like, you know, the Coastal drives were all like 8 or 9 minutes. I mean, they just marched 15 plays, 9 minutes. You know, it was like, you can't give up. You can give up one of those a game, but if they're consistently doing that to you. I remember when Miami played Notre Dame in like one of those big showdown games in Miami, it was like 23 plays, 10.5 minutes. That drive lasted 3 weeks. And it was like, it was game over. And that's, you know, if you have a team that can just, you know, they just can't stop them. It's like you hang the defense out to dry, and that's pretty much what happened there. But doesn't matter. We got a new game today. Georgia State.
Georgia State and Arkansas State, both teams can put up points. as far as the side goes, I was on one side earlier in the week, and now I changed yesterday to another side. The total, I think we're looking at close to 100 points getting scored here. So I'm going to back the over. Shouldn't be. It's not a big bet, but I think it goes over the total.
I'm seeing a lot of public talk on Georgia State here. So what we have here is a public underdog. I mean, even in the comments and in the Facebook group too, and that is always very scary. Rod?
For me in this game here, I think Georgia State's defense can is a little better than Arkansas State, and I think they can make some stops here. Call me crazy, but I'm going to take the under 72.5. Be like yesterday, I think it just sneaks under this number.
Chris, 10 touchdowns and a field goal.
Oh, you make it say like that, it does sound like a lot, but I'm gonna agree with Brian. I'm gonna side with the over here. I think this is a game where I see maybe some 45-38. You know, Arkansas State's dead last in the Sun Belt in points and yardage allowed, and Georgia State, while they may be a little bit better off or defensively, I don't know if they're going to be able to hold up this Arkansas State offense. So I'll take the over. I think this one hits at least 80.
Talk about a lack of respect. Georgia State was a 2-point dog last week against East Carolina. And that's there's one that the Sharps got crushed on. That was heavy line movement on ECU in that game.
Can you get an alternate total in this game if you bet this over 79.5, if you bump it up 7 points?
Let's see. Take a look and see what's out there.
I kind of like the
under. I'm squarely on the under here. Squarely. Senior Square. Let's see what we got. I love football props. It's a light day. We don't have a lot to work with here. I'm crappy to begin with. Woke up late.
It'd be nice to have another college football game.
This is my first cup of coffee, and look how much is in there. It's that kind of day.
Don't worry, Brian. You'll be good tomorrow. You'll be fun.
It'll be Friday.
We'll have 2 college football games.
Yeah, Friday.
I just love it. I just love it when Brian says it's Wednesday. That's my favorite.
Wednesday.
Is that
only the lamest guys out there say Wednesday?
Oh yeah, it smells of desperation. Wednesday. Oh, how creative! I've never heard that before. That's snappy. It's like,
by the weekend, I should be able to build snowman.
Yeah.
Yay!
I got roasted yesterday, man. Roasted.
You know, roasting here. You'll be in that hoodie, I think. You'll be like huddled right up in the hoodie going, oh my God, it's so damn cold.
Yeah, I played golf. I hit a shot. So from 210, right, uphill, I hit a shot and it hit the stick, right? And it hit the inside of the cup. It hit the inside of the cup. It bounced off the flag stick, flew back like 20 feet right into the bunker. It was like, It went from eagle to like bogey that quickly. And it was like, the thing is, I honestly believe that it would have stayed in. I went up there and they have like in the holes, they have the foam in there for the COVID. I honestly think that it hit the foam and it came out. I mean, it was like, I hit it. When I hit it, I knew it was going in. It was like one of those ones where it's just, I've eagled before from the fairway a bunch of times. And it's like, usually when you know it right when you hit it. It's like, and it was one of those, I was like, I yelled out to my friends, I'm like, check it out. It's going in. They like, look up, it's like, boom. It's like, from 210. It was just, I hit a 5-wood. I just smoked it. It was beautiful. I had like perfect height on it. It was like, this is a dream shot. Really hitting the ball well. Anyways, I don't see this prop, Brian. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see what we get.
It was just a guess.
Let's see what we get. Let's see how high we can go. Here we go. I see 76 at plus 130. I don't think that there's any value there. I think there's a lot more value
at 79.
Well, over 68 at 169. Minus 169. I don't love this.
The highest I see it is 77.5 at plus 155.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of over 77.5, we got the Dodgers and the Braves.
You see the line starting to come out for Tampa Bay and Houston, at least showing up for me over.
Let me take a look. Yeah, I mean, eventually there has to be a line. The game is at 5 o'clock Eastern. Yeah, I see a line there. I don't see the pitchers.
It probably looks like Snell. But,
yeah, I would think it's Snell. But I've said that in the video, and people said in the comments, you're wrong. It's a bullpen game. Because in the video last night when I did the video, no pitchers were announced, so I just guessed. I said Snell because he pitched Sunday. This would make it 5 days rest, right? For every fifth day. Anyways, Kershaw against Wilson. All the value here is on Braves. I mean, there's no way I could pass up plus 200 on a team that's playing in the National League Championship Series. Seems a little insane. I took the plus 170 yesterday and took it on the chin. It was over early. At least and I got hammered on the YouTube comments because I gave out the under. But I'll tell you what, I'd way rather lose my under or lose my bet in the first inning, than have to sit there and get dragged up and down the football field for 4 quarters, thinking that, maybe I got a chance. It's like I didn't in-game it. I didn't try and salvage anything or whatever. I just got, you know what? This is one of those.
Yeah. Well, I like it when you have a total and the first thing they get right up to that total number, and then it goes the whole game, no more runs, and then the last thing they blow the.
Oh yeah, it's like when you have a total number and then it's like you're on the under and it's right up against the under, and it's like you're there the whole game, and then they put in the star reliever of relievers, and there's like gives up 2 outs. 2 strikes, gives up the solo home run to push the game over, and then there strikes out the next guy on 3 pitches. It's like happens all the time. It's like
all the time.
Yeah. That was my. That's
usually burning the run line and the over or an under.
Oh yeah, that was my 2020 baseball season in a microcosm right there. That was pretty much exactly what it was. I think every run line I bet, every run line favorite, I think I lost. I think they won the game and I lost the bet. And I think every big dog I took lost. It was like, It was so weird because I was up all that in the NBA. I had like such a good NBA season, and I was positive units for the year, but it was like very, very small because I'd taken such an ass whooping in baseball. I could admit it. I'm not gonna sit here like some of these other places and say, I had this record. Go back to my last 4 years. We'll just combo, my last 399 or something. Nah, 2020 was not a good baseball year for me at all. At all. I did good in NBA. I'm hanging in NFL. College football, I was off to a slow start. It's starting to get better. So it's like, it is what it is. Some weeks are always going to be better than others. I love this week's college football, though. I love it. This is my kind of college football card. And this is actually a Brian card.
Well, hopefully they play the Alabama-Georgia game that they don't have the COVID spread.
Yeah, this will be the week. This will be the week that me and Brian agree on every pick. This will be the week.
Well, that's going a little far, right?
Right, but I would say
I'd say the good portion of the
good. I would say the bettable games, the ones that I like.
We
the
already
best.
agree on 2.
Yeah, so. The ones I'm most confident, the ones I'm betting, the ones you could find at the underneath the main menu at the premium picks tab.
Yeah, I actually think you guys should have like an active link on the video that
I don't think they allow it on YouTube. They don't allow it on YouTube. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to screenshot the main menu, and that instead of those words there, I'm going to have an arrow pointing to the premium picks tab. And I also like in some of the videos, like in the parlay videos, when I do the parlay videos, I also will go to the premium page and I'll show everyone, the premium. And I showed myself, and I had a few losses in there. It's like, here's my documented record. So I'll lose games. It's like, that was really good for sales. It's all about this. It's like, I don't know, man. I don't understand how people believe this stuff. It's like one guy that spammed our Facebook group, said, the reason I spammed your group with this thing is because they said if we posted this thing in X amount of groups, they'd give us a sure thing, man. That was like one of the, it's like, and I'm the ass clown, right, for throwing this guy out of the Facebook group, of course, It's like, I don't get it, man. Anyways, what do we got here? Dodgers and Braves. I'm on the Braves. I got him plus 200. I don't care.
Yesterday was Al Niños' day. He probably was in his crowning glory. The Dodgers kicked ass yesterday, but all the values with the Atlanta Braves here. I don't know how Bryce Wilson got left off the wild card roster. I think he has a chip on his shoulder today. Pitches well. I mean, I'm not going big, but how can you pass up a plus 175, plus 180 dog? I'll take the Braves.
Chris, how long would a chip last if it was anywhere near your shoulder? Especially if it was like maybe a nacho cheese Dorito or
it wouldn't be there long enough for me to notice.
Okay.
I would have already picked it off.
Brian, what do you think about the Braves minus a run and a half at plus 382? Because that's where I'm at. I mean, I'm not ashamed to admit it. I'm not going to apologize for it.
I mean, who's to say Kershaw doesn't get scratched or he goes 1 or 2 innings?
Well, if that happens, this is not for action. This is for this matchup. It's plus 382 on minus a run and a half. Minus 2 runs is plus 562. Minus 2.5 is plus 609. Minus 3, okay? Minus 3, which we've seen in these series, right? I mean, it happens all the time. Minus 3, plus 922. Minus 3.5. This is where it gets a little tight. At minus 3.5, it's plus 975. I would say the value is at minus 3 as opposed to 3.5 if you must, which I might must. Those prices. But I'm definitely going to do the minus 1.5 at 382 just because it's there, and also do the minus 2, which is a square way to bet this thing. But minus 1.5 is 382. So I'll do the minus 1.5 on the reverse, and then the minus 2 at plus 562, just for the hell of it. What do you think, Rod? You like? I know Rod likes these aggressive bets. This other people like the parlay. I like this. I think this is and fine. I might be out of it in the first inning again. I might be, like I was yesterday on my reverse. But so what? All it takes is if you hit one of these out of 6, especially if you bet them 2, if you bet both of them, if you hit both, and you hit both, you hit 1 out of 10, you're good. 562 and 382, it's 950 plus 950 on your money for a 3-run win by the Braves. Is that so out of the question here?
No. Because it's not like you want to make a bet and have to lose like 2.5 bets on making one bet. You could get it. You have a great shot at winning 3 times your money in.
Yeah, I mean, I make big bets. I'm not going to apologize for it.
No, why would you? Like, I took Braves yesterday. I lost. I had game 1 and 2 as well. So
yeah, I did too. I mean, we got them as dogs there, so it's like still ahead. I'm not ahead for baseball this season because because this is what I'm betting, alternate run lines,
So for sure, all the value is definitely with taking a shot with the Braves here again.
Let's see what the Dodgers are going the other way.
Did you call your brother up and tell Wilson to have a good game, or did you send him the fruit basket?
Hey, Brian,
Al Wilson or
Brian, here's your Iceman bet for you. Braves plus 4.5 at minus 401. Brian the Iceman Bittler.
I was thinking about the Iceman today because he'd probably take Arkansas State money line today at minus fucking 180 or whatever it was at 175.
That's not in Iceman money line range. It's got to be like minus 400 or better. Brian the Iceman Bittler. We should have our ice bets. We should add that to our parlays every week. Our ice bets. So because people love like the big favorite to put in their parlay.
Yeah, I saw a guy posted like a minus 400 and a minus 380 in his parlay ticket.
Yeah, I mocked him.
Just don't see why you'd put that on your ticket. It just doesn't really make much money.
Yeah, I know a lot of people that have these websites and stuff like that are the owner of the site and whatever. Like my peers, right? you never see them on the video or on the site, you know, in the Facebook group and stuff. You know, I like doing it. That's, you know, people always told me, like, you know, my old business partners and stuff, man, that's too much work. That's a lot of work for you. It's like,
well, sometimes
this is why I do it, man. This is why I do it, because I love it. This is the part that I enjoy. You should have heard me a half hour ago when I was just talking to these clowns. I was ready to kill somebody. Now I'm all in a good mood.
Surprise appearance was a big deal.
I'm all in a good mood. Rod, a little minus 401 action for you or what? What are you doing here? Braves, Dodgers.
No, I'm on the Braves.
You going reverse run line with me? Or am I alone?
Yeah, I'll go with you. I'll put someone to reverse run line. How can you know that price?
Alone. Chris, you going to go with us? Reverse run line here? Plus 382? How about the minus 2 for 560?
I'm going to go with the under. I'm just going to take a look. I'm going to bank my little. Right. Okay, fine. 1.5. I'll go 1.5.
All right. Why not? I mean, why not? I mean, it's not like you got the Pirates against Verlander or something. I mean, it's Kershaw who's like in the playoffs, right? Against a team that's in the National League Championship. How about this? Okay, how about this for playing with pride and all that kind of good stuff? I mean, the Braves got their asses handed to them last night. You think that those guys are just like, oh, man, we're poor us. We're dead. What do you think? How mad do you think they are? I mean, people always say, oh, they're going to be mad. How mad do you think the Braves are, man? I mean, those guys were, I mean, here's the question. So, Brian, have you played organized baseball?
Yeah.
Like any point in your life? How about any of you guys? You guys are Canadian, so that's why I didn't ask you.
I played baseball.
Did you think Kyle Wright was tipping his pitches last night? Because I do. I saw it.
Yeah, because he could kind of.
He went like this. Double pumped his fastball, and it boom, grand slam, home run. It was. Watch the replay of it. He's tipping his pitches. You know, the only time I've ever seen a beatdown like that in a game, most of the times when you see a beatdown like that in a game, the pitcher is tipping his pitches. So the Yankees against the Diamondbacks, I think it was Game 6 of that World Series. Andy Pettitte was tipping his pitches, and the Diamondbacks just hit him for like 8. I think that must have been the game that record broke. It was probably that one. Because it's like if a major league hitter knows what the pitcher's throwing, I mean, look at the Astros, right? I mean, right? Look at the success that they've had doing it. But it's like, if a guy's tipping his pitches, then it's even better than sign stealing. It's even better, you know? And I do believe that Kyle Wright was tipping his pitches. Anyways. So we're all in the reverse run line in this one, except for Senior Square over there. You got Kershaw minus 1.5, Brian. Is that where you're going?
No, I think there's tons of value. I'd go probably minus 2.
Minus 2?
Minus 2 Braves.
All right, you talked me into it. Plus 562.
Look, I thought he was going minus 2 Dodgers. I was like, have fun with that.
Oh, my God. So 350 bucks on the minus 2. Pays $1,967.
Oh, nice.
Why not, man?
Yeah.
Confirm. Yes. Yes, I will confirm that. What? Oh, there it is. So, here's because I had to put in the plus 1.5. So they call the bet. This is what they titled it. They titled the bet selling 3.5 points, but it is the Braves minus 2, but they called it selling 3.5 points. So I don't care. for $562 for a buck for 100. I'll sell you. I'll sell you even more points than that. How about that? I'll continue to sell you points. Brian, would you like to buy any points for me?
No, I'll pass them.
All right, because I'm selling them over here. I like this. It's fun. Got the Astros and the Rays. The Astros hanging on for dear life. It was one of those ones where you kind of knew the Astros were going to win, right? Just kind of knew it. But
yeah, when they went up 4-2, it was like
no, when it was right out of the gate, you knew they were going to win. I mean, this kind of
when the Rays tied it up, it was like they got a chance.
I liked the Astros yesterday. I like them again today.
No, I'm going to lean towards the Braves. I think they put them away, head towards the World Series. They got better pitching staff. I also would look towards the under. I think we have another tight ball game, another 4-3. So I'd lean under.
Yeah, a lot of people taking the Dodgers here in the comments. I'm not showing them all on the screen, but
well, yeah.
I mean, the Dodgers have a good team, but they have no value at the current price. I mean, it's just not worth it. I highly doubt Kershaw goes 5 innings. But
see, like these are the comments that you know. Braves are going to get killed again. Da, 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 da. I love it. I might have to go for that minus 3.
I mean, the Braves could go up 10-0 in the first.
Yeah, the Braves could. Braves could eat. They were the other night, just 2 nights ago. Yeah, Kyle Wright was tipping pitches. They had like the book on it. You know, the Dodgers. It was clear. I mean, no one makes that clean a contact like that. You know. Braves can't hit Kershaw. Check the stats. Dodgers going to have a repeat performance. Yeah, I'll bet you. How about this? Is there a bet that they don't score 11 runs in the first inning? Because I'll bet you they don't have a repeat performance. How about that?
Yeah. Where can I put my money on that?
I'll take that action.
Yeah, where's the money that they're not going to score 11?
See, look, all the comments. Dodgers. All the comments. Chris is having a little conversation here, a little side action. This is Chris's junior high school class photo.
You know, I saw a picture that made me think of Chris today. It was Dom DeLuise. He kind of looks like him.
Easy.
That gets to be a little much.
But he's a classy guy. He looks like the guy from American Pickers, Frank. You can't bet it. You can't just bet a game because it has value. I just did. So actually, you can't. I just did. I just put $350 on it, which is a small bet for me, but I don't care. It's like, I got action. Yeah, I might hit. I'll probably hit it again. I know myself. I got all day to bet this thing again. You'd be surprised how many times I'll bet this thing. just because of the value. Sports betting, winning sports betting over the long term, and Brian and I will disagree on a lot of different things, like the value in betting the Jets at any given circumstance. With this, I think you need to have a set amount that you're betting on it.
But the only way
10,000 here.
But the only way to win on sports betting is to bet value. That is the only way to win long term. I mean, you might not hit all of them, and I might not hit this one. I mean, that's why it's paying so much. But it's like the only way to win long term is hitting value. Like, so here's a prime example. Okay, my wife, who knows nothing about sports, right? She lives with me. We have sports on TVs across the wall, everything. She knows nothing about sports. She's learned this year what a bad number is, like in a football game. She's learned what being on a good number and being on a bad number means, right? So this is her new terminology. It's like, oh, it's 17-16. Well, how many points you getting? 5.5. Oh, they're on a bad number. You're in good shape here. It's like, what? Where did this come from? But my wife is is really good at betting horses. And why is she really good at betting horses? She picks the names. Okay, this is the truth. Okay, she picks the names. And she never looks at the odds. Okay, she only picks the names. So when she wins, which happens, you know, she doesn't need to win that many. If she goes to the track and we sit there for 10 races and bet some simulcasting and she wins 2 races, we could redo the bathroom in the house. I mean, that's how much she wins. So it's like my wife, she'll bet, you know, 10-cent superfectas, dollar superfecta boxes. She'll bet, you know, dollar superfecta box is $24, right? She'll lose 9 of them. She'll hit 1. It'll be $27,000 because she never looked at the odds, so she didn't even know she was throwing the favorite out. Total value, man. It's the best bet in town. She hit 1 at Saratoga. They lit it up, the tote board. Lit it up. It was like, you know when my wife hits it because the track is dead silent as the horses are coming across the finish line, and I'm screaming at the top of my lungs. That's when you know when my wife has hit because it is a very short line at the window to cash. And so it is 100% about maximizing the return on where I'm going with this is it's maximizing the return on every bet, which is why a teaser is a bad bet. You need to have a series of outcomes for a lower payout. So you need to have more than one outcome go your way. And yeah, you put yourself at a perceived advantage by getting more points or laying less points. So it's a perceived advantage, but that perceived advantage does not outweigh the decrease in payment that you're willing to take for that series of outcomes to happen. Because as we all know in sports, getting one outcome right is very difficult. Getting 2, well, now you're in things. I mean, how many of your 5-packs have you swept? You know?
Not many.
Not many. I mean, this is what I do, you know, for a living. I don't have a plan B. This is plan B. This is plan A, plan B, and I can tell you, people say, how do you do it? Because I do this. Even people that I no longer work with and I'm no longer friends with, they will tell you the reason why I make so much money when I bet is because I make bets like this, because I bet value. I don't win them all, but I make big bets, and I'm not going to apologize for it. It's like you win because you make big bets. It's like, how did I end up in Hawaii? You know, I make big bets. I quit my job and started betting on sports. That's a big bet. That's a freaking really big bet. You know, but here I am. You know, I live in Maui, talking to you guys for a living. It was crazy, right? Nuts. Anyways, Brian, what do you think here? Rays Astros. What do you think about value betting too? I want to hear your opinion.
Oh, you got to. I mean, I think of the Dodgers Dodgers and Braves played 7 games. If you take the Dodgers minus 1.5 every single game, you're not going to make money. I mean, it's all about the value.
What about the Rays and the Astros? Did you just give a pick?
We disagreed on that one. I said I really like the Rays today. I see Snell pitching, and I think it goes under the total too. I think another 4-3 game.
I just like the plus money here. I didn't give a premium out on this one either. Rod, how about you?
For me, I'm going to take Houston got that win, and they've been there. It's not like they got blown out these games by the Rays either. It's like how many guys they have on one hit in this game. Series could easily be 2-2. Like I'm gonna take Houston. I think they can more. Give me Houston here.
So here's a comment, right? And this doesn't even make any sense. I would bet even money on the Dodgers. You can't get even money on the Dodgers. You got to lay 200 to win 100 on the Dodgers. You got to bet. I think it's 240, right? I saw this morning. It was
money. What they do is they take the minus 220 and they bet $100 to win
$30. Right? How much is it? How much do you win? I see. I never make these bets, so I couldn't even tell you. Let me see.
Minus 211.
So what is it? What is it if you put $100 on that at minus 211? here, I'll check it on mine. I still have mine open because I'm wagering while I'm doing the show.
Talk about multitasking.
It was like I was doing like Ruffalo was talking like I'm on the drive-through tonight, by the way, and the last time I was on, I'm asking side prop bets. Might have been 2 shows ago. I take out the glasses, I'm looking. People are like, he's betting the side prop bets. So it's like because like, Tony's, I don't get to talk much on that show, which makes it a lot more appealing for people. But yeah. Let's see. I'm going to check out this Dodgers fiasco here. So I got it at minus 215 is where I have it on here. If you bet $100, you win $46.51.
Yeah.
And if you put the Dodgers on the run line, it's minus 155 now. Like, yikes.
On the run line, I got him at minus 143. And so $100 there would be $69.93, and you got to win by 2 runs against a team that's pissed off.
Even the Braves at plus 1.5 is huge. Plus 135. I was seeing. That's crazy.
We got a pitcher that's really Wilson. He really
What's
wants to do well. Nothing's wrong with him, but I'm sure he wants to do well after being left off the roster for the wild card. So.
Yeah.
All right. What do you think of this one, Rod? Astros and Rays. I got sidetracked.
Give me the Astros. Game 6, here we come.
I mean, we got a 3-game show that we're running an hour on, and this is entertainment. This is 400 people watching us talk about 3 games for an hour. We didn't even really talk about games that much. Yeah, it's weird. This thing, they sent me this thing. You can update your board. This is what it looks like now, so I can't see how many people are watching. I can see it on the screen, but I can't see it here. Like normally it has a little tab here, and it will say how many people are watching. And like when I'm doing the videos, I did this the other night during the halftime, and I showed you guys like what happens when I push these buttons on the screen. Like when I do the videos and it's changing, I'm just pushing buttons, these different buttons. I have it all programmed. And I have it all programmed here, like when you see me or you see me and Chris and Rod and you see this and this. It's all programmed into here, but this is what I see right now. not pretty. It's kind of like we're back to the old school way of doing it. Chris, what do you think of this one? Rod, did you give your pick? The Astros and the Rays?
Yeah.
What'd you say? Reverse run line, Astros?
Yeah, I could go that. Yeah.
Let's see what it is.
Double that up. Do a reverse run line the Braves and the Astros. 2-teamer.
Whoa. I don't even know if they'll let you do it. I'm going to check. I'm going to see what I can get on this.
That was just going, whoa, I didn't even think about that.
It's like the way these halftime shows have been going on these online sports books. I got all kinds of funny money to work with here. Yeah, the reverse is plus 259 on this. If we go reverse there, and then we go the reverse on the Braves.
That for $100 got to be big.
Now parlay it up. Oh, they gave me an error message. Like, no way, Mitch. You're not gonna. It's like this is how they cap you. This is what happens. Like I'm on a new book. It's like I'm gonna get capped again. It's like we're not taking your action again. It's like has anyone here been throwing out more online sports books than me? I don't know. It's unbelievable. They hate losing, man. That's one thing about these online sports books. I don't care which one it is, man. They hate losing. They freaking hate. Like, I hate losing, but these guys hate losing. They throw you out. They just say, that's it. You're a professional. We can't take your action. It's like, who's going to take my action then? It's like, someone's got to take it. Funny, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, here it is. So, the reason why they're not taking the bet is they're saying that on the Astros Rays game that there's a restriction because it's an action wager because there's no starting pitchers named. So right now the maximum bet is $250. So it's not just me; it's all of us. It's like not just for Mitch this time; it's for everybody.
They put some pictures up there later. That might change.
Oh yeah. Oh, it will change. Well, we could do another show. Chris, what are you doing? What are you? I mean, this is the off the rails stuff.
Yeah, I'm still gonna go with Houston on this one as well. I think this is where the
reverse run line,
the playoff experience
-1 reverse run line.
Don't tempt me, damn it.
Well, yeah, you got to parlay those.
Okay, fine, -1.5.
Well, -1 on Houston is +194 on your money.
Okay, fine, -1. I'll take the -1.
-1.5 is 259. -2 is +370. -2.5 +413. If we went -2.5, -2.5. I mean, they're not going to show me because I'm restricted. But, if anyone else can get this.
What was the -2.5 you had?
-2.5 is +413, and the other one was what, 650? We got it in the Braves.
Was it like 620 or something like that?
So, well, I think it was something like that. I bet it, so I could just look at my live bets.
And what was the Astros?
+413.
413. Yeah, $100 you're looking at 3,600.
Nice.
Yeah, I have this because I have this one here. It's +562, is what it is. Because I bet 350 and it pays 1,967.
So +562.
Even.
Yeah, you're still looking at 3,300 on a $100 bet.
All right, I'm in. You guys want to go?
Yeah.
$25 a piece. What do you say?
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah.
All right. Rod hit our pool. We could use our pool money.
Yeah.
We got back our money that it cost us to be in the pool, basically. Plus,
I said I wasn't going to take the Jets again, but I'm tempted on Sunday again at around 10 with the Dolphins. So we'll see. I can't help it. I cannot help it.
Like, I said that to you yesterday. I was like, "Uh-oh, watch out! Don't take." He's painting away, and I was like, "Oh no, you're gonna like the Jets again." I can see it. The line's just right where Brian likes it for the Jets.
Yeah, it is right where it's tempting me.
Are you going to answer my question? I don't know what the question is. Let's see. What are you going to answer my question?
Why don't you just ban
Georgia State or East Carolina money line? I have a premium pick on this game. There's your answer. I have a premium pick. I think Brian has a premium pick. Chris, do you have a premium pick or you got a?
Yeah.
How about you, Rod?
Yeah. My golden ticket.
We all have premium picks on this game. That's my
considering
answer.
that was last week's game.
Georgia State.
Yeah, Georgia State, East Carolina was
I like Georgia State in that one.
I
think Georgia State wins by 4 touchdowns.
Lock. Thank me later.
Hold on. Did Brian just say 4 touchdowns? Even though they only won by 20?
Damn. Okay. Well,
I was gonna say don't tell me you're gonna find a way to lose on a game.
3 touchdowns. Yes, he already lost. Oh well. I won it when the game was live. So.
Yeah. I was gonna say Brian's gonna be the only guy to find a way to lose on a game that's already been played.
I'll take UL Lafayette again tonight.
Yeah, I'll take Georgia State by 20.
I mean, the Eagles look good too on Sunday against the Ravens. I like that number.
I'll bet you even money. Why would I bet you even money when I'm getting +5, 6? I mean, I get this all the time. It's like, I'll bet you even money. It's like, that's not how you bet. Betting is about value, okay? You can bet your $240 to win 100, and I'll bet my 100 to win, 562. and we'll see at the end of a week who comes out ahead. How about that? It's like I'll end up, buying another car, and you'll end up down, $500 or $600 is the way it will generally work. And I'm not saying it's not me against you or anything like that. I'd say anyone betting that style against anyone else betting that other style. Over time, you bet minus 240 favorites, you will get smacked. Whether you're throwing them in your parlay as your easy one, right? How many people have had some easy? How many double-digit dogs, Chris, have won outright in college football this year?
Too many to count.
Brian, how many? You're the guy. You know this stuff.
A bunch. I don't know the exact. I was just looking at the against the spread numbers. I saw Kansas hasn't covered a game this year, but Arkansas has covered every single game this year. Arkansas State's covered every single game this year. So I know the teams that have covered. I don't know the dog.
I know it's double digits. How many underdogs have won outright in NFL, college football?
I got Packers at the Tampa Bay. Boy, I'm getting tempted just doing this show. Looks like the Packers are the squarest bet in town this week on the weekend.
Leave it to ESPN. They'll have it. Who knows? I know it's double digits. I know it's at least 12. I think it was 11 going into Saturday, and then LSU lost again, right? So
like 4 on week 1, wasn't there?
Yeah, there's been a bunch. Yep. We had a 7.5 point dog lose outright last night. 9.5, right? 9.5.
Well, I think Arkansas won out. Didn't Arkansas win as a dog at plus 14 something?
Yeah. Yeah, it's Mississippi State.
Yep.
Kansas State beat
Oklahoma.
TCU.
Were they double digit? TCU beat Texas. That was a double digit. Mississippi State beat LSU. That was a double digit. There's been a ton.
Yeah.
Was Kansas State a double-digit dog when they played Texas?
I don't know. Why is the Iceman? We should call Brian the Iceman. Senior Square.
Just call me Mr. First Place in college football.
Just call me Mr. First Place in the NBA.
That's right.
I'm also Mr. Fourth Place in NFL. Fourth place ribbon, baby.
That nobody cares about below first.
Fourth place ribbon, baby. Where's my ribbon?
Yeah, you'll never hear me on there saying I'm fourth. I'm fifth place in this or I'm sixth in that. I don't care. If I'm not number one, I'm not talking about it.
Well, I'm number one in NBA. How about that?
The season's over, so now we're on the next season. So
right,
it's forgotten.
Right. Well, you can't. I don't talk about the past. Just I didn't even talk about it that much this season. During the season, that was almost 60%.
You had the best NBA season out of anybody I've seen in over probably 10 years of doing this stuff. 15 years, 12, whatever it is. So we'll see. I guess you're due. For
I have the hot chick. I got Ruffalo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's Mitch. It's watching you guys are priced right. You need a hot chick on the show. Yeah,
AKA Johnny Cakes.
We got Johnny Cakes.
And we got the Prime Minister down there at the bottom.
Yeah.
Did I just get the name Johnny Cakes?
Yes, you just did. And everybody's laughing. We like it. Chris, Johnny Cakes Ruffalo. That just rolls off the tongue.
Okay, let's not talk about Johnny Cakes me and rolling off the tongue. Let's go.
I think of all the women that out there that do sports betting stuff, I think Kelly is far and away the best. But I don't understand why she can't be the expert. Why she's always seen as the host. And I know she doesn't want to be seen as the host and wants to be seen as an expert. Then why is she always positioned, in the lineup as she's the host? It's like and still is basically the host. It's like. Get her out of the host role and make her the expert role, and then maybe people would regard her more as the expert, which she is. She's the best. And, they're competitors. And I will say that up and down. She's the only one on that channel that I would have on our show. She's the only one I would have.
Well, I like the Minty Betts chick, too, that's on the show. She's nice to look at.
I don't know who that is. I only know Kelly. I don't watch anybody else's stuff. I can't.
I don't watch them. I just, when I see my subscription.
Parlay. The massive overbite. Rod, take your shirt off and have a massive overbite. Or get a really low cut shirt. And get an overbite, would you? Yeah, but a horse face and an overbite. All right. Well, that wraps it up. We had a good time today. I'm not sure what the hell we talked about, but that's about it. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. I'm on the drive-thru tonight, so more noise coming from my direction. You got anyone else on? Ruffalo, right? You're on.
Yeah.
You're hosting, right?
Unless something's changed and I don't know about it, then I
don't know. Tony always sticks me on there for the whole show. I really don't like it.
I guess I'm hosting tonight.
Damien Sasha's coming.
I think
Chris
Shane,
is on. Al's on. Chris Ruffalo just emailed me the thing. Couldn't read it himself.
Is Joe D back tonight? Did he get
Alex Smart, Al Ninos, Chris Ruffalo, Shane Mickle, Damien Sash, Mitch, and Tony T. All tonight on the drive-thru.
Tune in and get a lot of college football and NFL picks, I'm sure, that for the Saturday and Sunday.
You have to, the beauty of the drive-thru is that, that no one gets to see is that everyone has to send their picks to Tony ahead of time so he can have it all lined up and everything. I never send mine. I never do it. He always eventually just sends me one. He's like, "Who would you take in this game?"
And then when he doesn't know, he's just like, "Okay, do the Miami game."
Yep. So that's probably what's going to happen tonight. I love
Miami. The line moved on that massively.
Yeah, well, it's an easy game. I mean, Chris and Tony both picked Pitt.
I said it was an early lean. I'm adjusting midweek.
Well, no quarterback for Pitt is going to be ugly.
Well,
I wish they would have kept that quarterback in there because it kind of hurts the number. But
it doesn't matter. We got a great kicker this year.
Well, if he can kick 60-yard field goals, then they might have a chance.
So I actually have this is a true story. I have an offer to put us on the Vietnamese station in Chicago.
Oh man, we're in trouble. I thought Bundesliga was bad. Oh wait, Gung Hei Fa Choi.
No, that's wrong one. That's wrong one.
Oh my God, how much did I bet on that game? $350.
I gave you an error, otherwise you would have bet more.
Oh no, I had the wrong screen up. All right, that's good because I was looking at the balance in the account. I was like, wait a minute, it didn't count the last night's Coastal beatdown that I had. Money line.
Oh, here we go, victory lap. He gets a win, and I got a text right after the game about Coastal. But
thank me later.
It's all right. I'll text you tonight depending on who we're on. So
I think we're on the same team. It sucks the fun out of it.
God damn it. Well, I'll get you back one of these days.
All right.
Probably in the Jets-Dolphins on Sunday.
That sounds good.
All right. Well, I got to get going because my kid's got to get into
his
music class, so I guess I got to check out of here.
Thanks, everyone, for joining us. Have a great day. Sorry we went so long, and, of course, we'll try and act more professional tomorrow.